Do you know you're going to have customer service issues when you're in the ATM business? Stay to the end of the video and I will show you what those customer service issues are. Hi, I'm Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, and I help hundreds of aspiring ATM business owners go from zero ATM to ATM Business Pro in as little as 30 days. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Without further ado, the top 5 customer service issues you're going to get when you're in the ATM business. Point number 1, installation of the ATM. So you get your location signed, you talk to the owner, you agree upon a spot, and now you have to get the ATM installed. So don't put yourself behind the 8 ball, because now what happens is, if this is your first ATM or maybe your first few ATMs, what you will do is you'll say, okay, we're going to install. When you're going to install, you don't know, because you have to now get on the phone, call your ISO, call the person you're buying the ATM from, and say, hey, I need a Halo 2 ATM. And then the next words out of their mouth is, oh, we're on back order, or we have shipping problems, or have that. And now you made a commitment to your customer to put that ATM in so many days, and now you can't fulfill those obligations. So how you avoid this, one of the things you want to do is, you don't want to pinpoint it, and you want to give them about, what we always suggest is 10 days, 10 business days. Right now, because of shipping constraints, and everybody knows there's challenges out there in every industry, what you say is, look, we're looking at probably about 10 days, but I got to order the ATM, so I'm not 100% sure, because I got to deal with supply chain issues, but we're going to get it in as soon as possible. And then you give them a timeline. Hey, you know what? I just confirmed I'm probably going to have it in a little sooner than I thought, or it's going to be a little late. Nobody's going to die over this. This isn't rocket science, and it's not heart monitors. But you know what? You got to communicate with your customer. So as long as you communicate with your customer, you can avoid all these the big challenges, because they're going to say, well, you told me it's going to be 3 days and it's been 14. So don't do that. Don't set yourself up for failure, and manage the deal throughout the whole process. Point number 2, let's say you hire a vaulter, or you hire someone to help you with service, or somebody to fill your ATM. Those persons aren't necessarily you, and they're not going to do business necessarily the way you do business. So you're going to have to put up with some of their inadequacies in your eyes. They might not dress a certain way, they might not act a certain way, and those maybe you feel that reflect poorly on you. You're going to have to manage those expectations with your customer. Most of the time it doesn't matter, it only matters to you, but you will have to manage that. Hey, you know what, I don't appreciate you coming in here in flip-flops. Might be something you might say. Maybe that results in end of the relationship. I don't know. You're going to know, but just make sure that you manage your expectations with you, for yourself, of who you're dealing with, and for the customer, just to make sure at the end of the day, really nobody cares except for, is the ATM working and are the people getting money out of it? That's the only thing that really matters. Presentation helps, but it doesn't hurt your business once you already have a good relationship with you. So if you're thinking about starting your own ATM business but didn't know where to start, send in a video and I will share with you a checklist on 5 things you need to start a profitable ATM business so you can build a passive income source for your family. You'll have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success, so you can earn between $250 and $1,500 of passive income every single month. All right, let's get back to the video. Point number 3, repairs. Here's what usually always happens is, maybe the dispenser breaks down, or keypad goes out, or screen blanks out, or board goes out. One of those issues. Again, how we really avoid these is always buy new, but in case that, you know what, maybe you bought used, or even on a new machine, once in a great while it does happen, now you have this, you have to repair it. Hopefully when this happens, your ATM doesn't go completely down and out of service, but that could happen. So you're going to have to manage that expectation. So the best thing to do is go to the site, you're going to see what happens, see what the error code is, see what the problem is, and then diagnose it. Now your owner or the store owner is going to ask, when is it going to be up and running, when is it going to be up and running? You don't have an answer, so don't give them an answer. Say, you know what, I got to diagnose the problem, I got to order the part, I got to figure out when I'm going to get the part, and then I'm going to repair it as soon as I can. I don't have an answer, I'll get back to you tomorrow, I'll have a better indication of where we're at. Don't give them an answer on the spot, because you don't really know, and now you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that. Just say, you know what, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here, and I'll let you know as soon as I know, and then we'll get it up and running. and then they might scream at you a little. You're gonna have to manage their screaming. So, just to let you know, sometimes this does happen, not a lot, once in a great while, but when it does, now you're prepared. Point number 4, running out of money, holidays, weekends, what do I do? All right, so you have to first start out in the game. Sometimes it's a little challenging, but as you become a seasoned player, you're gonna build yourself up some cushion. But you just gotta remember, you know what? So right now we're coming up on Independence Day. The banks are gonna be closed. How do I manage that through a 3-day weekend? This is always a challenge. You've got a lot of federal holidays you gotta navigate through. So you gotta prepare yourself, have those cushions so you don't run out of money. And sometimes you get in a situation that's not a holiday where, you know what, they just make a run on the ATM. One of the things you want to do is you always want to let your customer know, hey, please let us know if you're having a big event, a festival, something like that, that's going to be out of the ordinary. Please call me, give me a week's notice, because I want to make sure that we have ample amount of money in the ATM. We keep it really stocked. But then sometimes what happens is you get a big event, people take out a lot of money, and the ATM will go through a lot of money in a short amount of time. And that'll cause maybe the rest of the week or the rest of the 2 weeks to be low, or maybe you're at the end and they can do that. So you want to just let your customer know, you know what, if you have something that's out of the ordinary, please let me know so we can prepare for it. And point number 5 is reporting commissions, checks, paying your customer. A lot of trouble stems from, you know what, you're not giving your customer a report, they're not seeing a check, they're not seeing money, then they get agitated, then any little thing sets them off, then they want your ATM out of there. So you avoid a whole pitfall. What we do here is we get their email, we email them over a statement at the first of the month, every month. They know what they're gonna be expecting, and somewhere between the 4th and the 8th, we'll ACH their money into their account. So we don't have to write a check, we don't have to worry about losing checks, giving checks in the mail, giving them, dropping them off at the store owner, the owner doesn't get it, all that stuff. We avoided that years and years ago. We ACH their money right into their account, they get their money, it's instantaneous, and they can see what's going on. They also see the statement on the first of the month, so they know exactly what's happening. And if there is any kind of challenges, we can always trace the money because it's electronically deposited. So if you're interested in starting your own ATM business, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist. 5 things you need to start a profitable ATM business so you can start earning passive income, make more money, and spend more time with your family. If you're interested, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind group page, where we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Thank you guys very much, and thank you for making this channel #1 on YouTube.